there was Polly.
You are now listening to
The Polygenesis Show.
What up, everybody? This is the Polygenesis Show.
What up, y'all?
We like to say welcome.
Welcome.
You're welcome.
I'm your host, Coach Bruce Taylor, and I'm with my lovely
mood.
co-hostess with the mostest,
Oh,
Qiana and Jasmine.
Oh,
Kiki.
wait,
How you take mine?
Right, that's your line.
What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody is doing well
right, they morning, they
on this
afternoon, nighttime,
beautiful
I don't know.
Saturday afternoon for us.
Right.
Right, our baby's girl birthday.
Yeah. Our daughter's birthday today. She is 2 years old. Tick for Shalom.
Yes.
She is
AKA
2.
Hopi.
Hopi.
With the mostest. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So we got a good show lined up for you guys today.
Yes, we do.
Oh my gosh, man, it's been chaotic this week from a perspective of just everything that's going on in the world.
Yeah.
You know, I watched a couple of articles that was dealing with, shots and stuff like that, forced shots, potentially being able to make sure everyone has their stuff,
Right.
so people can go back into the public or population or
Right.
whatever. But, hey, I would just say, do what's best for you and your family, you know what I mean?
Right.
But at the end of the day,
No, real quick though, to add what you said, it's crazy that after you get the shot, they give you a card, identification card, like how they did back in the day with the Nazis. Crazy.
oh, okay. Yeah, well, hey, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'll say this. What are you doing for yourselves? What are you doing to protect your family? I look at it like it was something I watched earlier today, and it was talking about how just, corporation control. And just think about that. Interest rate is low. People going out here getting mortgages or getting in debt, buying cars or whatever, and then you do this stuff based off of the money revenue that you got coming in,
Right
i.e.
now.
sometimes your job,
Right.
But what happens when that job crashes or you lose your job, and then now you're forced to scurry and try to make these mortgage payments, or you can't make it. Now the banks take over, and so
Yeah.
now the banks are getting assets. They're getting real assets from land, property, vehicles, whatever, and we're left out in the dark. And so I just really challenge everyone just to really rethink certain things, rethink your financials, rethink the way we was taught of doing things, and really look in ownership.
I've been talking to a lot of people, a lot of family, a lot of friends, and a lot of people's goals right now is to buy a house. And I'm like, whatever, make you guys happy, whatnot, that's cool. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, it just feel like a trap, and I can't say, or I can't tell nobody, hey, you shouldn't do this. But I'm looking at it, in hindsight. I'm looking at it long term. I'm looking at it like right now. It feels like a trap. But it's like that's people's mentalities now. Just go out, get a house, go get a mortgage. What about, going out here furthering yourself, getting you some land or property or something? Something that's, you own it.
Not making payments.
And I even told, like, my mom, my sister, and my brother, I said, do what y'all need to do. Go get y'all something that y'all own, whether it's a business, a property, or some land, something you own so that the higher powers can take it. It's yours.
Yeah, and it's also definitely important that if you do go out here and get that, make sure it's protected. As far as in your business or in your trust or things like that. Definitely, But, once again, it's just, I think right now, it's almost like they're playing with, like, putting this carrot in front of us and dangling this carrot in front of people. And it's like, hey, here's something. And, as long as you keep walking, you think you're going to get to it, but you're never going to get to it,
Right.
And I just say that, regardless of what, just make sure that you have something that you can control, something that you own,
Yeah.
something that, you know, like I always say, and I'm always going to say, is that the highest form of government is self-government,
Yep.
you know, and the highest form of, you know, is taking care of yourself and self-sufficiency. I was just talking to my neighbor the other day. Actually, it was yesterday. And, you know, he was talking about, you know, the payments, the weekly payments or the monthly payments for unemployment. And he said it's funny how, you know, he's an older gentleman, so I love speaking with him. You know, and he's military too, so he's prior service, he's a veteran. So I definitely love speaking to him on that. And he was just saying how it's funny how, you know, how this world is going, that they made the people dependent or
Yeah.
codependent on getting that check.
Yeah.
You know, and it's funny because by him saying that, he's older, and I was like, wow, you know, because that's so true. So just think about it. It's like they pass something, and then later on, the next move is the hopes of passing something, but then don't pass it, or something else happens, and then it's people in limbo. And I know when me and Qiana one time, I talked about this story. You know, one time we was in this place, and we heard this lady talk about, you know, they took away my food stamps. How am I going to live? How am I going to survive? And that really hurt my heart, and I really began to cry, because it was like we have became so dependent
Yeah.
on someone or something providing for us outside of us providing for us. And, you know, and I understand things are temporary. If things are temporary, that's cool. You know, sometimes we all, because, you know, we were homeless at one time, so
Twice.
I understand that, right? So I understand getting a helping hand or a hand up, but when we become dependent on it, that becomes a problem, you know.
But I
We
think-
used to be on Section 8 a long time ago.
Yeah.
We had to get off of it because we seen that what it done
It was
to
crippling
us. It was
us.
crippling us,
Yeah.
you know.
I would never forget that though, when you made that decision to get off. I'm sorry, I joined in after.
Yeah,
I
right-
was
right
there
around the
when we
time.
had the Section 8.
Yeah, right around
and
the
we
time
had
we was
that
getting rid of
extra
it.
money coming in. It was like, and then you made that decision. You was like, I want to get off. And me and Qiana was like, okay, let's do it. And our first house was just, he was paying for it in Georgia.
Yeah, you know, and because we understood the potential that we have, and we understood the gift inside of us, and so
And
just
the
imagine
freedom.
and the freedom. So just imagine, like, you know, you're doing this, and you know, like I said, when you're getting on your feet, it's cool. You know what I mean? Like, you need a helping hand getting on your feet, but then you start to, you know, that
Rely on
1
it.
year coming around, and they have to come do an inspection, or if they have to do this, and then
Yeah.
you have to turn in your doc,
Yep.
all that crap,
They
man.
know,
and it's
want
just
to
like,
know who you sleeping with and all
right, who's
that.
this? And it's just like, to be honest, it gets tiring. You
bondage,
know,
too.
and then you can't live to your full potential because you're always living under your means or under your value. And so when you think about these programs, that's exactly what it does. You
They
know,
devalue us.
right? It devalues us. You know what I mean? It devalues us, and it makes us more codependent and more self-reliant on other external things versus ourselves.
Right.
And just think about it. It's like now we're in a whole world. This whole world is shut down. This whole world is in economic collapse, quote unquote. You know, everything is going on, and so they borrowing so much money. They borrowing money on the taxpayers' backs. You know, and then they're giving you $1,400. Everybody think it's cool, but then people take that money. And they go out and they buy clothes, they buy expensive stuff, they buy all this stuff.
Without
and they,
investing in.
Right, and then they never think about their tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I
Once
mean?
that $1,400 gone, that's it. Now they worrying about, how I'm gonna pay this. I'm gonna pay
Or the
this.
most expensive meal and all that stuff. And I'm like, man, consumerism is killing our people.
Yeah, it is.
You see what I'm saying? And so it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, you can buy land. It might not be, you know, the
The
most
biggest,
greenest
yeah.
pastures and anything like that. You can
But
sow
make it,
grass
make it,
seeds.
make it yourself.
Right.
Right, because
You can
baby,
buy land for
ours not all
$3,000.
greenery and all that. We gotta work on ours.
Yeah, you know, but you can buy land, you know, for $3,000, $4,000. People don't understand that.
Virgin land.
Yeah, untouched land, you know? And so, and then, you know, it's all about your zonings and things like that as well, but you can buy that. So just imagine you having that much money, and some people got a lot of kids, and, you know, you getting a lot of money coming in. Really, really think about what you're doing with your money.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Let your money work for you and not you working for your money. And so, you know, or putting yourself up. And it's like I said, going back to the story, you know, he was just like, yo, it's just, I'm just glad I'm just not dependent on that thing. You know, I don't care about
It's a
getting it,
blessing.
but I don't care about being dependent. I mean, not. I'm glad I'm not dependent on it because you got people out here that's really dependent on it.
Yeah.
And then they're messing with people by giving them the money, taking it away,
Yeah.
giving them the money, taking it away, and it's messing with people. I mean, I was just at at the VA the other day, and one of the doctors, the pharmacist, I felt so heavy speaking with him. And he was just like, he really didn't say too much, but he said, I can't wait till the scrap is over and going back to somewhat normalcy, and I felt the heaviness because now as I began to talk, I started to cry, and tears started falling down my eyes, and I don't know if it was for me or it was for him, but I felt his heaviness.
Right.
He was just like, I'm just tired. Like he almost wanted to break down and cry. He said, so much stuff is going on. And it's like, you get to a point in life, it's like, now, okay, enough is enough.
And he a doctor, so I'm pretty sure it's
He
probably
knows some
10
stuff.
times
Yeah,
worse
he knows
being in the
stuff.
hospital. Yeah.
He either knows stuff,
Because,
meaning the
yeah,
secret stuff,
They have
or
to make it hidden. Like I was watching this TV show, and on there, it was another doctor that came in, stepping on somebody else's territory, and the doctor found out that these other doctors was giving vaccinations to these people that was killing them. And she tried to expose them. And she was like, basically, they gave her death or jail. They was like, either you gonna die
Oh, wow.
or you gonna work for us
That's messed up.
and keep it a secret, keep it going, or which one do you want? Basically, they gave her ultimatum, and it was crazy. But now I could see when you was talking about people depending on certain resources, I could understand people who's homeless. From a standpoint, when I'm saying from a standpoint, I could see because they have the freedom. They can pack up their shit and leave whenever they want to.
nomads.
There's no, they're not attached to anything. And then I can
Right.
see other people's standpoint where they is actually truly homeless. Like everybody that you see that's homeless, not what you think they is, drug dealers and all of that. No,
Right.
they actually probably went through some hardship. Like right now, it's a lot of people out here in Vegas that's homeless. You starting to see them more on the
Yeah.
streets. People actually lose their jobs.
We actually was going, I forget where we was going, but we was heading downtown, and it was a big host of just homeless people going down the street
Well, you know
towards
they
the
shut
strip.
the shelters down out here.
Oh, I
because
thought they
of the
opened them
COVID.
back up.
No, because of the COVID, they
Oh,
shut them
okay.
down and pushed them out.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's
So now they don't
that's
have nowhere to
terrible,
go.
too. And then it's like it breaks my heart too, because it's like you see people with just like covers,
And, it's
and
cool.
I thought about like just it being cold outside, like you said, but then just having just some type of comfort, but still that ground is cold too. That ground is freezing.
Yeah, because we in the desert, it get freezing
Yeah.
cold. It
But
get
it's
hot,
just it's
it didn't
it's
get
sad.
freezing.
Yeah, it's sad. It's real sad.
Yeah, it's just a lot of things going on, and so it's like seeing the need. That's one thing. It's like now as a family, or your family, is like seeing the need, and now what is it that you can do or help and offer towards giving a resolution, giving a solution to that. And so that's the point of the stuff that we're doing.
Yeah.
Building the community, building this so that people, it's gates of refuge.
Well, that's why I feel like this would be a good journey for you because you are a coach, a life coach, and you're a mentor. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Y'all know I
Mentor.
can't talk, but I was going back to my brother coming in, and I feel like that would be good for baby because now he can refine and help and try to transition, and that's the point of the whole gates of refuge.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely important. And so, like I said, when you guys are on your journeys and you're building something, what is the need other than a lot of time and money? You know what I mean?
Right.
What is the need? What is your value? And that's why when you look at big corporations, they have a nonprofit attached to it, because it's not just for profit, but it's also what are your nonprofit works that you're doing? What is your
Right.
service to the communities that you're doing, And, a lot of times people are, a lot of those places are attached to that to get money. We're not talking about that. We're just talking about, from the perspective of, okay, yeah, we're getting resources in, but what are you utilizing your resources
Right.
for to help someone else, that you can give to that can't necessarily give back,
Right.
And so it's very important that, we look at things like that. and begin to, build and to inject, core beliefs, values, and things like that, and morals into our economy and into our community, because it's not about, people are always thinking like revolution, revolution, revolution. Let's get guns. Let's do that. Yeah, it's important to have something and protecting yourself and things like that. But the best thing is also living peacefully, and living good, living in harmony with your family, and being able to come and go and be a resource and give back to nature. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And continue the ecosystem. We was watching that documentary last night, of this guy and his family, and he was talking about during the pandemic and all this shutdown, their family continued on living, even through it, and he didn't suffer any hardships. They was just doing what they would normally do anyway.
Right.
And he said, look, it wasn't affecting us, and that's a good position to be in.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Being able to have an economy, or your economy, which is your family, being able to still thrive despite the external adversities that's going on in society and in life. And so that's something I think that we all need to look towards, because like I said, at the end of the day, money is changing. The value of money is going to change. Everything is going to change. And if we don't really prepare ourselves now for the Great Awakening and things that's happening, we're really going to be in a world of hurt.
Yeah. It's going to be a culture shock, too, for a lot of people. And
right.
It's going to take a lot of people's breath away. I think the shock of it all, when it really, really hits, it's going to be devastating.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be very
People
devastating.
talk about it now. Because they got to homeschool their kids. They talk about
Yeah.
it now. Like, I went to the dollar store yesterday to get some stuff for the party, and I just heard this one mom complaining. She was like, I just can't never get time for myself. I got to homeschool. I got to do this. Then they got us staying home, working at home. We got to do all this. Like, she was
It's a
very
burden
frustrated.
for
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Certain people that depends on the school system. They want that time. They want certain things.
Yeah.
Some people's just not cut out for certain things, and I can understand that.
Yeah, I'm not going to even judge that situation, because you got to think, before we are who we are today, we was in that situation. Like, man, sending our kids to school, hey, go to school, go to after school programs, go this, because we want our time. But as we grew and as we evolved and we changed in our mindset and start to understand that family is the most important thing, and it's really good that we rear our own children, and work our lives around that and incorporate them in your life and not an extension to your life.
Well, no, I wasn't judging the situation.
No, I'm just saying with people in general, like, because
we all been us.
yeah, and so that's the stuff that I was talking about, just, really incorporating the children in our lives and not make them an extension, or an
make them
addition,
feel like
or
they a
add.
burden.
Right, you know what I mean? And so that's important too, because, once again, I just think that, as everything is just revolving and just changing, I think our mindset has to as well. As we really give an account and the inventory of our lives and say, hey, what's really important?
Right.
What's
That's
really
true.
important right now? I heard a guy the other day when we was
What's
out.
urgent and what's not urgent, that lesson.
Right, what's urgent and not urgent, and so it was a guy when we was buying the trees, he was like, when everything hit, just think like the people were finally at home, and they was coming, it was like, wow, I'm just looking at my backyard and just realized how much I neglected it, or just always go, 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 go. And think about it, time is a curse to us. You know what I mean? When you really look at it, time is a curse to us. It was just constantly going, going, going. And so,
It's going to go even when you pass on.
yeah, and so just think about it. It's like, he was like, you know what, let me go ahead and get these trees. Let me go ahead and, I had money saved up for this vacation. I had money saved up for this. Now I'm going to utilize this for something that's really important.
Yeah.
And
It's
so,
going to benefit everybody.
yeah, that's going to benefit our families.
Self-preservation.
Yeah, so, and that's the stuff that I say that I know with our family and even in my mindset that we actually started to look at, even though our life really didn't change through everything, but it changed as far as from the perspective of it got more mature.
Yeah.
It started to help us really to see things more importantly, through the lenses of self-sufficiency, self-preservation, life, self-sustainability, and things like that. You know, and so yeah, I think that's important.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So
Let's, oh,
So anyway,
I wanted to jump right on into this. How
anyway,
big
so
that big?
a couple weeks ago we talked about how, you know, men and women can't be friends, right? And so this is like the part 2 of that.
Yeah, but
And-
dealing with your ex.
But dealing with ex from that situation is because it's like, I know that.
Oh my God! What is so funny? Did I miss the joke?
No, it's like, you know, everyone has their own definition of friends, man. Like, I just look at it even with me and Qiana, like, you know, when me and Qiana, when she dumped me in high school, you know,
Oh, babe, you dumped me too. It's okay.
whatever, I didn't dump you. When she broke up with me in high school, you know, for a short little time, we was friends.
I broke up with him.
Why?
Yeah.
Look
you
at
know.
It was a misunderstanding.
Yeah, a long misunderstanding that she didn't even let me talk. But anyway, but remaining friends like later after that, it was hard because we still kissed each other. We still, and so it
Oh,
was
so
like,
y'all was friends with benefits.
but that's what I'm saying. It's
No,
like,
we didn't do none of that. We the sex part we didn't do. No, but when we saw each other and he was with somebody at the time, I didn't have anybody. But when I saw you, I didn't have nobody.
you didn't have nobody.
I didn't have.
Oh, okay.
Nah,
I'm
it's
talking about night school. I wasn't with nobody,
At
but you
that
was with
time.
old girl.
Okay.
Remember, I saw that shirt. Remember, hey, girl, he was trying to cover that shit up too. I said, I already seen it.
Right. He told me that story.
Right.
But he said
Right.
you was dating somebody though that almost got choked up at the game.
No, I
That
wasn't
was
going
around
with
that
him.
time.
No.
Yeah.
No, but like when we saw each other, we embraced each other as if we were still together. Like that love was still there. So even though like
You
we
embraced
was,
me.
You done already got
really?
a piece of Brucey.
you
You
really,
don't always.
I embraced you.
You embraced me. Let's get the
You
story
reached
right.
in. You reached in.
I reached
So
in.
I reached back.
No,
Oh
I reached in.
my God! Y'all
There
arguing
was
about
something-
something that happened 20 years
There was
ago.
there was something behind your head, and I was reaching for it.
Y'all getting on my damn.
Yeah, you know, yeah, you know.
But you the one who said, and I quote, because you know he tells me the story.
I mean, hell, look at it, right? Like, you know, 20-something years later, actually 21 years later.
Right, I was like, what, 4?
Hold on.
No, it's longer than that, babe. It's longer than that.
22 years later. Well, hold on. We've been together since 98. You broke up with me a little bit.
He
I know
said
you
you
don't like
broke
to.
up.
I know you don't like to keep that count. You still like to keep that count, but I don't.
You can't count that if I was not together physically.
It was
What?
only months
It was-
apart. It was just
yeah.
months.
Oh, well, take a couple months off.
Yeah. So 98 to now, what was that 23 years?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
23.
23 years going on 24 next year. Shut up. Anyway,
No, but it's cool. Because I was just in the making for y'all. I was waiting for y'all to
oh
come.
my
Really?
gosh,
Really?
that sounds
Look,
nasty.
look, look.
Let's move. Let's
Really?
move. Let's move on.
Hey, don't let me hate me. Catch me.
No,
He said
let's
no.
move on.
He said no.
Let's move on. No, but anyway,
Yeah, go ahead. What you were saying?
you know,
Right.
23 years, you're still here. I can't get rid of you. You know what they say. You feed them, they can't. They won't.
Really? Is that what we doing?
My mama said don't put that cat food out there. They gonna keep coming back. Nah,
Don't feed the
Don't put the
livestock.
milk.
You know, they
Don't
gonna
put
keep
the milk
coming.
out there. The cats
They're gonna
don't
keep
get it.
coming. I
Yeah,
mean,
they gonna
I
keep
think that kind
coming.
of proves it's like, you know, here it is that even though we had broke up and we were exes, quote unquote, but it was like we still had our feelings for each other.
Yeah.
You know, because at the end of the day, our relationship, it was that little. So it is like,
So when did y'all realize it was I'm sorry, I just want to hear the story again. So when y'all realize it was a misunderstanding?
yeah, when did you realize it was a misunderstanding?
I know
I
you
don't
ain't
remember
talking
that.
because you had a whole girl. So,
Qiana was dating before I was.
Okay, shit. Can't help you,
I
Qiana.
took a long break.
You a damn lie.
I took a long break.
You took a long break in being involved with somebody, but you were still doing stuff.
I took a long break, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Hey. Yeah, you was. Yeah, you was. You said you was.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about.
So you pleaded the fifth. Just
Oh,
throw it up.
Until we got back together, and I was like, "What really happened?" And then you told me your side, and then I said,
Okay, hold on. So what was the misunderstanding?
That I
"Well,
was
my
dating,
my mom's boyfriend, he was involved in the decision of keeping us apart because he didn't like him.
Yeah.
So that
For
was
whatever reason, I
yeah.
don't know why, but
That was the biggie too. But then I kept hearing like he's doing it. My girlfriends was like, "Oh, Bruce is, talking to some."
you
You
know,
ain't got
it was
nothing to say.
like, nah.
Look
you know,
at
I mean,
you.
it was like, it was. I remember it. It was like
He said, "I remember."
we was playing. I was playing football. I played football for Eastmore, and so it's like, it was at a homecoming game.
It was my birthday too.
Yeah, it was a birthday, crazy, and we was at a homecoming game, and so I remember my brother's friend and people was out, because it's homecoming. So after, I
Is
think
this the
after we
story
won-
that you was trying to choke up this guy?
No.
Okay, not
no,
that one.
no,
Okay.
no. I wasn't choking up nobody.
You was trying.
Anyway, so then I turn around
Football.
like that, but
You said
she was
brother
really cool.
friend.
Yeah, like it was like we was all cool in the
So
neighborhood.
the brother had some too.
No. My brother friend, I don't want to drop her name on the show.
We don't
but
got no friends.
person, I guess that people were saying I was talking to, and it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And so after, I think we kissed or whatever, and then that night,
You remember?
He remembered though. You see how you
that-
telling the story.
Right, that night, what we normally always do, we call each other. It was a Friday night. We called each other, and I was talking to her, and all of a sudden, her mom's boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, got on the phone, and he was like, "Yeah, so how you doing or whatever." He started talking to me, and so what you think about Qiana? I said, "Well, I really love her. I like her." He's like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." And he was saying something, and I was like, "Yeah, of course I want to be with her." And then I thought it was cool. It went cool. And then I didn't hear, like normally, I didn't hear from her Saturday. I didn't hear from her Sunday. And I'm like, what the heck going on? Monday, I go to the spot. We have a spot.
Y'all had a spot.
We have a spot
What
at the
kind
school.
of spot?
So when you in front of Dr. Schwartz's,
Oh,
Yeah.
the
and
spot
so
with
that
no
was the spot.
cameras.
No,
No, you
it
had no
wasn't.
cameras.
And that's where we meet. You know what I mean? And so we just sit there, chill out, whatever. All day. So I'm trying to find her, and then all of a sudden I see her like towards the end of the school day, and I'm like, "Yo, Qiana, Kay, come here." And just walked right past me, like, "What the hell is going on?" You know what I mean? And so it was just crazy. And now, I had to get the football and stuff like that. But, like I said, it was one big misunderstanding. I didn't even get a chance to talk. So I didn't even know that her mom's boyfriends told her.
Interfered like
I didn't
that.
even know.
Yeah, because the story
He
that
must
I was
like
told,
you.
I don't know. The story that I was told is that he said he didn't want anything to do with me anymore. So,
Popeye the
yeah.
Sailor Man.
So that's why I backed off, because I was like, well, why he just didn't say that on the phone, And he was like, well, I'm going to take you out. So we ended up going to this restaurant because, it's my birthday. So he was trying to cheer me up.
After you got imaginary dunk. This like
Right.
say Last Dance. You was supposed to go chase after her. You was supposed to be standing outside with the radios.
He didn't know.
Kay!
He didn't know. He's so stupid.
I ain't gonna front though. If I was like with y'all back in the day, I'd probably be acting a whole fool. I'm like, okay, girl, you better go get your man.
Yeah, but that was the story that I was told. And then he was like, he said that, he didn't want to, be with you, and, he wanted to basically call things off, and,
We did it.
and I was like, I was just heartbroken. And I was like, why would he say that? Like, he really
You
must
should
be.
have called him back to
I
confirm.
should have.
You gonna change that camera angle?
I should have. But I was
You
just
should have called back.
in my mind, I'm young. We ain't thinking about stuff like that, calling
I
back.
was.
Well, I
'Cause,
wasn't.
baby, I was trying to prove me a point.
Because I was like, I just
So you
talked to
dumped
him.
me? So you dumped me? I would have had that little the phone with the cord line attached.
No, she had the cordless. She was bougie from that.
Oh, you had cordless?
She had the white cordless phone.
Yeah.
I had the long phone
Right.
with the long cord that
We
goes
had
to
that too.
every
We
place in
had
the
that
house.
too.
You just picked that
Pick it up, and then you had another phone line. My mom and them be on the phone.
Right,
and I was
right,
like, what you talking?
Look at his phone. Pick up the phone real easy.
Right,
like
real
this.
easy. Hold the thing up.
Uh-huh.
What y'all ain't there talking about?
Right.
What I did?
Yo, the good old days.
I had that too. I just prefer the cordless
Yeah, you
Yeah,
bougie.
cordless.
You had water. You had a water jug in your house and stuff.
in my grandma's house, not our house. But yeah.
Bougie.
But yeah, I didn't call back because I was just too outdone at that time, and I was just like, you know what, if you don't want to be with me, that's cool. I just wish he would have said that on the phone. So the
you
fact
said
that you
that calm, or was you saying nah? That
oh, I was hot. So
Oh, okay.
it was. I'm calm now talking about it, but I was hot like hell, dealing with it. But yeah, but that broke me.
Bruce to do it to you.
Yeah,
Shit,
it
I
did
was
break
hot.
me.
He dumped
But-
me.
Stop saying that. I did not
Baby,
dump
you did. And then you had Qiana call me. You had Qiana do your dirty work. You couldn't even do it. Qiana did it for you. I didn't even want to do it either. I know.
Oh my gosh.
You couldn't have called me and said, babe, but we just gonna go on.
But in defense, this still applies with our topic.
I know. So we're gonna have to put it out there.
How did I dump you when we was just started talking?
So what? I had hopes.
You had dreams and aspirations?
I really thought we was going,
We were.
go
We
to
were
the
4
next
years
step.
later.
I thought we was going to go to the next step. I was like,
We here.
yeah. After a couple weeks, you
We
almost
ready.
had me slip through your fingers.
Oh Lord.
Almost. Oh, I got my. Oh, I got it.
Anyway,
No, but at the end of the day, he did come back as the man. He called me. Sounding all sexy. I will never forget that. He was like, hey, this is Bruce. I just wanted to talk to you. Just clear up some things. Are you still talking to somebody, or you want to try it again? I was like, yeah. I ain't talked to nobody. That's what I did. I was like, I had the phone down. I had one to be hearing me. He's like, hello, you okay? I was like, yeah.
You started playing up.
I was happy though. And then me and Kiki back talking. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, man. And so it's funny that, I don't know if it's me, but sometimes I think about all the people that curve me. And I look at
so
they
people
like, hold on.
curves you.
Hell yeah, I got curved. And I look at because for some reason, like, I don't know, it's just sometimes people are caught up in what they want. And then what they want don't work out. And I'll be like,
Are you the side nigga?
no, I don't play that side nigga.
No, not you, but in their mind, you just
Right,
I'm
or,
gonna come
or
back
I'm
and
the
text
friend
you.
zone dude, just in case. Nah, you got me messed up. But anyway, I don't know if it's only me, and I'm just keeping it a buck. I'll be like, that crap didn't work out, huh? That's what you get.
I know you be thinking that. I be thinking that too.
That's what you get. Damn exes.
No, what was crazy, I remember one time we saw one of your exes, right? And she was working at a restaurant or something like that. And I remember you said you saw her, but then I saw her too. And then we put that ring up there. We was like, yeah, how you?
Oh my God, y'all did that.
I don't remember that.
Y'all
You
so
told me
dirty.
you did it too. You was like, yeah, me and Qiana got married,
You did
But
it.
when I saw her, I did the same thing.
Off-
I was like,
Off the show, I want to know who's that ex. So
I'll tell you.
Oh, I remember.
I tell
It
you.
depends on who the ex was.
Look,
I
now
tell
you
you.
want to remember.
I tell you.
Okay, I ain't gonna front though, because baby having some girls on his stuff that went to school with y'all, and I be like, they just trying to see what y'all been up to. I be trying to see if you still with Qiana.
No, I don't know. Like, for real, they be like, women chase after women nowadays. It's like,
Right.
us, a lot of people, and it's not, you know what I mean? Like,
Baby, won't you come out?
Shorty swing my way. That's
But Fetty Wap.
not paying us. Anyway,
I didn't know that.
nah, but it's like, but like, yeah, it's like, sometimes with exes, like, I can be cool because at the end of the day, like, I don't dog people out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't dog people. You know what I mean? And so, like as far as exes and stuff be friends, that's still a big thing for me because that goes with part one of this. I don't think men and women can be friends. I think they're gonna try to, you know what I mean, or that woman, they're gonna slide.
Yeah.
So would you ever like be friends with any of your exes?
I mean, I'm cool. I'm cool with them. I can't say I'm friends. Like we hang out, we talk, we chill. No, I don't do that.
When you say cool,
Like I'm cool. Like hey, you know, we talk.
Hey,
like,
how
Hi
you
and
doing?
bye.
yeah. I told y'all last show I don't have female friends. You know, I don't have them. You know,
unless
it's-
they part of trying to
Right.
get on up or her.
Yeah, that's it. Like if I'm talking to somebody, it's with the potential of them being here. That's it.
Until they want your wife's poo poo, but you know,
Yeah.
we ain't gonna talk about that. But anyway,
That's funny.
because I have never experienced something like that.
Me neither.
Well, fine, it's not gonna work out.
You said what?
No, let's move on.
What? I don't know what
Oh
she
my
said.
gosh.
Anywho, I feel like your ex should be where it needs to be, where you left them
Right.
at. And to a certain extent, like I can see if we walk past. It depends on how you end that relationship. If that relationship was ended well, and y'all both was like, you know,
Mutual.
hey, you know,
Yeah.
we can still say,
Yeah,
hey,
see, cool.
you know.
Like, be cool, cordial.
But if it was like y'all never closed that door, and then you see them, you be like, let me go this way, cause I ain't finna walk that way.
Right.
So
It'd
it
be
just, I
awkward.
feel like it depends. But for me, no, I don't want to be friends with none of my exes except for one, and that's only because we got a child together. Other than that, we probably wouldn't be friends.
Yeah, you know, and I mean that's the thing. It's like, you know, it was funny because me and Qiana was talking about this the other day. She was like, every time when we went back to school, you know, what'd you say?
He had a fan club. It was just all these girls. Hi, Bruce. Hi, Bruce. Hi, Bruce. I was like, oh my God. Really?
You had
he
a
was
fan.
extra.
You had one fan that was trying to holler at you, and he was mad, trying to like bump me. You know, we was in the.
Oh,
we was
yeah.
we
Is
was
that
at
the one you almost chucked up?
Nah, we was at the football game, and this dude just kept bumping me, like, you know, because it's crowded, so I didn't think nothing of it. You know what I mean? I come back, watch my team, you know, he's more playing and stuff like that, and so this dude like bumped me, and I'm like, all right, I ain't think nothing of it. I shrugged it off, but then he like kept looking at me. I'm like, yo, Qiana, like, you know this dude? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know this dude. You know what I mean? And it was a rival football game too, and I'm like, well, maybe. You know, he watched me play football. Maybe I dogged him out or something in the game or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? And so, mind you, we at Eastmore. So I'm like, yo, tell everybody around, like, yo, potential got a problem. They was like, yo, say the word. I was like, we chilling right now. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you like that, huh?
Yeah.
He had that created.
Yeah. And so,
Make you just want to throw your pen.
and so he did something again, and I'm like, yo, I said something to him, and Qiana was like, yo, just never mind, let's just go. And so did we leave the game early? We left the game early, and cause she, you know, she didn't want a problem. And then later on, we driving, and she was like, yeah, that was somebody who was trying to talk to me or something. I was like, yo, I wish you would have told me that. You know what I mean? Like, at least better prepared me for what I was handling. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
didn't know he was gonna go to the extreme of that, like, cause
Dudes
we
is
never
wild.
was like close like that. Like that was the crazy thing.
It don't
I didn't
matter. Dudes
I didn't even
spread.
know he was gonna do all that.
If I can't be
You
with
know,
you,
you know what, man? One thing that I learned about Columbus is like some of the dudes out there. It's like when I first came to Columbus, it was so crazy because it's like in New York we got a code kind of like, you know what I mean? It's like some, you know, you walking with your girl, or your girl is up ahead or something, and your man be like, hey yo, shorty, you know, and trying to holler whatever, and you like, yo, that's my girl, and they be like, yo, my bad, no disrespect, right? Mutual thing, hey yo, no problem, you know, dap up, whatever like that, right? Get to Columbus, niggas don't care. They was like, I don't give a damn. Like, what? You trying to, like, what kind of stuff is that? And then it's like that across the board with dudes. Like, I don't understand, like, you that desperate.
Right.
Like, you that desperate. Like,
Well, I
you know, you got, you know, my wives, my girls, right? You in their inbox, you know what I mean? Like, because because they think they poly or whatever, you think that they giving you an invitation to holler at them. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, they got me plastered up or whatever, all on their stuff. You don't look, you just don't have no type of boundaries. That's desperate because in their eyes, they like, I wouldn't want to mess with a dude like this.
Right.
My
You know
whole
what I mean?
thing is what I don't get And I'm surprised you ain't said nothing. But normally you do. But this time you ain't said nothing. Somebody just keep commenting on my picture. And that's why I'm like, I know you see married. And I know you see my whole husband sitting on the but yet, on each picture, ooh, you beautiful, ooh. And then,
I don't see it. I didn't see it.
so you know me, I'm ignorant. I said, not liking yours. Anywho, I responded to Bays. Like, I'm not finna respond to you.
Right.
And then you just keep hopping on my stuff. Leave me alone.
I'll block him.
Yeah. But for some reason, dudes think building their kingdom, taking somebody from somebody else's stuff, and build like these people are the most disrespectfulest people I ever seen in my life. Like, you know what I mean? And it just shows like, and my thing is this: like, I don't put no bounds and stuff on. If they choose to, I'll let y'all go. That's on them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, then it wasn't meant to be. If they settle for somebody like that in that caliber, that's just retarded. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like the whole saying, you going fishing in somebody else's pond. You know what I mean? It's like you have no boundaries.
There's plenty of fishies out here. That's what I
Right.
get.
Like, people don't understand, but it's point because when people see things like that, they thinking, oh, these women are easy or these women don't have. I think that's the misnomer of being in a poly relationship with women
Like they
being in the
weak or
poly.
something.
Like you're weak.
Yeah.
Like women are
Yeah,
weak.
gotta be
You know what I
weak.
mean?
You can't hit your own man.
they insecure. They not this and they not that. And so men automatically, once again, they try to still. I think that still plays volumes on that man anyway. To think, okay, I'm gonna go after a woman like this because you're really trying to control or dominate her in a way that's not really beneficial for her. You know what I mean? It's just whatever you can take and drain from, like a leech.
Yep.
And so, but anyway, it's like the misnomer of women that's in poly is like they're easy. We can do this, we can do that, and it's like that's crazy. Like I seen a post. A woman was like, just because I'm a sex coach doesn't give you an invitation
Right.
to be, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, what's wrong with these people? To be right.
I feel like with certain things, it depends. Like, it's this girl I follow, and she takes sexy pictures. She got her OnlyFans page and all of that, but she still make it known I have a husband. She still makes it known. Yeah, my husband know what I'm doing, but he knows my limitations. I'm only doing this for money, blah, 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 nothing more. I'm not finna be talking to y'all. I ain't gonna be. And that's what I be saying. I get like certain people when they be like, oh, you flock with the same thing. If she a hoe, you a hoe too, type of scenario. I don't believe in all that because everybody don't do the same things. Like, you can still be you.
Right.
Ain't your fault your friend a hoe because they don't got nothing to do with me. Because I know what I'm doing. So,
Right.
Yeah.
But I know for me, like, I never wanted to get back with none of my exes except for you. Because I knew what we had.
You got a little piece of Bruce. Don't know how to act, right? Right. Oh, you coming over here too? I know. He leaned out. That's why. What you going?
No, but I never wanted to get back with none of them but you. And it was like, I know what we built. I know what we talked about. And it was real for me. So I never felt that with nobody else but you. And you know that. So it was like, even down to like, our relationship and how it was built. We was friends. We built that first. Then we came into lovers. Like, all of that stuff, I engrafted all of that in you. So it was like no other dude could really. What did she say? What did she say?
He done got them draws.
And there go to Mike. No,
Yeah, he got them draws. But I just felt the connection.
I got the stuff under the draws.
Okay, excuse me.
You can keep the draws.
Well, say it again. Say what
What
you
you talking
said.
about?
You can keep the draws.
Like
I wonder what the draws was holding up.
What you talking
Talking about, yeah, I got them
My old man talk.
Oh God, a little perv. Old perv.
Oh my God! Imagine when they get like
No,
in
let's not
his
imagine
60,
that. Let's not imagine
and he's still gonna be all nasty. But hey, Come on, we bring them big old titties over here.
He said, "Look at that ass.
Look
It's
at
just
that.
flopping up and down."
Right.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
walk past again. Walk past
Can we
again.
focus?
Walk past.
He
Oh,
said, "Look at you
nasty
looking all
mother.
sexy with your
But
old
it's
ass."
funny because what you said, y'all silly. But what you said, it was like the friend thing. You know what I mean? Once again, because this was something we were building and going to move forward. I don't have no problem with that because we have an interest, and the interest was coming together and being together. So that perspective of friend, yeah, you know what I mean? Because we're a friend working towards, or we're building something working towards relationship.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Well, since we talking about ships, let me tell y'all something I saw, right? And I was like,
She
oh,
said ships. We was talking about-
Relationships.
ships.
Oh, okay.
Stay with me. I'm going to bless you. Okay? Anyways, not just
Oh my goodness.
Make it hot.
hey, places. So if your friendship, partnership, companionship, or relationship isn't taking you anywhere, abandon ship.
Okay.
I was like, oh, that's cold blood. I'm going to have to post that again.
Oh Lord.
Oh, sorry.
No, but I was thinking about even like movies too.
What you got to say? Say what you say.
I ain't got shit to say.
You know I can't talk.
Titanic ship.
Right. And everybody had a board with, really? Titanic, my movie.
No, but I was thinking about the Brothers movie and how the
Brother
parents. Yeah, you ever seen it with Morris Chestnut, Bill Bellamy, Theo Higley?
You be naming people up like I know who you talking about.
Well, you probably,
gotta watch the
yeah.
movie. We got it.
But in the movie, like their parents broke up and they got a divorce, but they still remain friends and then end up getting back together at the end. You so silly.
That's what y'all guys be doing, huh? That's my friend finna go over my friend house. I saw a meme. Somebody put a meme talking about my nigga.
Shit, that's what
always-
women be doing. Women can have a whole girlfriend and be in there having sex with each other. I remember I seen this one post, and the person was like, "Yeah, this is my friend. They came over to spend the night. They was actually having sex with each other. And the parents didn't know." Yeah, that's crazy. Y'all women, don't talk about me.
Y'all men though. Talking about I'm
Next.
finna go be with my homeboy.
Ooh.
No, not bad. No. Like this was a real life situation, and then the wife came in and was like, "What you be doing with your homeboy?" And actually, one day followed them to a hotel room. They was doing each other. Apparently, he wasn't doing him right.
And I was thinking about two could play that game with Morris Chestnut and Vivica Fox.
Oh, now I
And how
seen that.
they broke up too, but you know he still wanted. Well, they still wanted to be together too, but it was just like they had to go through all these different obstacles.
Right,
and-
the friend broke. the
yeah, it
blood,
was
then
so
the
many,
other one kidnapped the other
so
one.
much other stuff was
It was
going
a good
on.
movie.
Yeah, but in the end, they got back together because that was ultimately the goal.
things as friends.
You said what?
No such things as friends.
Well, that goes back to Deborah Cox's song. We can't be friends.
Friends, right. Oh, that's
We
the
just can't be
song,
friends.
right?
Can't be friends. Because you got to think, that's
Because
complicated.
I'm still in love with you.
Because I'm still in love.
Oh, you better get it. You better hit that note.
With you.
Yeah, man. But I mean, I think that's played a part. But once again, I think that if the other person, like I said before, if he's gay or a woman, then I could see that because they have no interest in each other or the different.
So you're
sex.
saying they have to be gay in order to be friends?
I'm not saying they have to. That's
or-
not what I'm saying. I'm saying normally when that person don't swing that way, whatever that sex is, they don't swing that way, then I see that they can. You know what I mean? Because there's no interest.
Right.
With that.
They like other things that swing.
Right. Or anyway.
What?
Silly.
You said it. Oh my God.
No.
Just one.
No, but I see it from that perspective. Yeah. You know what I mean? But like I said, exes can't be friends. I don't think so, man, because it's very, very complicated, especially if you shared a bond with each other. You guys was close. There was no hard feelings or ill feelings and things like that. And even if it was, once again, you can't be friends with them because now you either you're gonna be hurt real bad, or you're gonna just still love them.
I feel like you can say you hurt all day long, but as soon as you back in their presence, I feel like it'd be different. you're gonna feel
Depends on the
something.
situation.
It's situational, but I just feel like you're still gonna be like, yeah, I remember when we used to do this,
Well, we used to
and
do
then
that
y'all gonna code and then be back like right on rice.
Yeah. Hey, I would say
I think I
this.
said
I would
that
say
wrong.
this. If you guys are still listening, you're still watching, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell.
And
You
that
know what I mean?
GoFundMe.
Yeah, make sure, not right now, but make sure you guys are commenting. Let us know what you think about exes being friends, or male and females. People are still being friends,
Can it work?
Can it work? And if you guys have any type of stories or something, make sure you guys drop that below.
Right.
Leave that comment, and and we definitely get back with you guys. But yeah, like I said, it's like when you're dealing with those type of relationships, it's you either totally hate them, but it still could be passion and love still there, undertones, or like you still have real love feelings, real life feelings for them. And so it's like when you get back into each other's presence, like Jasmine said, it's like, would that love still work?
Right.
Hey, they want to see this. What's going on backstage while we talking? Come on now.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, any other stories?
Have y'all ever ran into an ex, like besides Bay? Have you ever ran into somebody you talked to?
I ran into one at the movie theater. And remember, you saw him. It was awkward as hell too.
She said it was awkward as hell.
I didn't say nothing, but we looked at each other. We knew, but I didn't say nothing to him about, hey, how you doing? And we kind of ended things bad, but I didn't say nothing. I didn't want to because I didn't feel like I needed to. And that's why I said I didn't feel like with any of my exes I needed to keep that door open for anything or anybody but him.
Well, I got a funny one.
What's up? Let's hear this one. Let's make it juicy.
It's gonna be juicy. Going to our son's birthday party and being in the presence of your ex with your whole nigga, your new nigga, it be awkward as hell.
I'm not a nigga.
You not a nigga, babe. You not a nigga. So
You said I'm an OG.
I had to make sure
Is that what you
we
said?
was coming in there stepping, honey. Okay. I was like, they had the gifts and stuff, giving money and stuff. I was like, look at her, look at her. And then you see your ex over there like this.
I thought you was gonna play with my frog.
No, I got a better new frog.
I got me a tadpole.
Yeah, okay. Nah, it's bigger than. Oh,
I mean a
but
toad.
anyways, I was gonna say, hold on.
Oh my God, this one left.
Oh my goodness, no, but I could tell the difference. It's very intimidating when you come in here and you see the girl that you used to be with got somebody better, got her feeling good, smelling good, smiling, and then you look over and I'm petty. I don't care.
We know you petty.
I was like this with my
Petty
ring and stuff. I was like, went over there to his sisters. I was like, hello.
He said,
kept walking.
how do you do?
And
You
then,
would need a great pecan.
right. then you see the girl he with. He was like, I was like, babe.
Oh,
Oh my
I
God.
was like, she need a little cap full of bleach in her little mouth water.
Oh my gosh.
But anyways, it just make you feel good, walk different. You just be like, yeah, that's my man right there. So he's speaking for her, and he could talk for me. So it just be feeling good. You like ooh. And then I look up, cause I see Bae disappear. He did disappear at right. So I looked in a corner like this. I was like, where'd he go? I see him and my ex talking. I was like, let's see how this finna go. I wasn't worried about nothing that he was finna say out his mouth. I was like, I don't know if you in that place, to handle to talk to. It's weird. You the old guy with the new guy.
Right.
You said
I
who
could-
was in the place to handle?
You talking
Me?
about your old
Yeah.
ex?
Because
Oh.
I didn't know, you know, how
Well, you know
yo.
me, I can handle myself.
Oh yeah, I'm not worrying about you, but it was
It was a good
like
conversation.
I don't want Chuck E. Cheese to be towed up, okay?
Nah, it wouldn't be
Said
like
Chuck E.
that.
Cheese,
Because
Lord.
as soon as I see one swing, I'm hitting her. Boom! Just because you said you look, you ain't even do nothing, but you gonna get it.
Oh my
You
gosh.
silly. Nah, it wasn't even like that. Like
No, it was
it
actually
was really cool. Like you
cool.
know what I mean? It was really cool. Like I enjoyed the the conversation and things like that. Like, it is what it is.
It wasn't awkward at that moment, but I know he probably was thinking like, "Damn, she actually got somebody good, treating her good, yeah, eating it good, yep,
They eating good.
yeah, yeah, let that one go over your head." But anyways,
You silly.
say what you said.
You silly.
What about you, babe? Outside of the one you and Qiana met, did you ever like run into anybody?
I met a lot of people. You know what I mean? I ran into some exes. The one in particular, me and Qiana was just talking about this. The one in New York. Catrice. I mean, like. I
You
really
dropping
married-
names? Oh Lord.
Well, yeah, I didn't mean to really drop it. It just came out. But yeah, her, it was like, wow, because I told Qiana, it was like, I think after Qiana, well, before Qiana, it was like 3 girls I really like loved. I can say that. One was when I was in middle school or junior high, right? And I was like, what you know about it? You don't know
I was just finna say that.
you know about. Look, I know what I felt.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then it was the other one. And I said it was in New York, and then Qiana, so then around that time. And so with her, like when I seen her, because like we broke up because of the distance and things like that. And plus, like when me and Qiana got together, it got really serious. And at the time, I was just, I was with her. That's it. And so, it wasn't nothing that really caused us to break up, like anything like negative or anything like that. Everything was cool. Like she was rolling. She was actually, I think she's a Leo too, because she was born, I think a day or 2 before my mother's
You
birthday.
mean Libra or Leo?
Leo.
Oh, Leo.
Did I say Leo?
You said Leo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it was really cool. Like she was really cool. You know what I mean? And so when I seen her at first, I was like, oh man. Like, feelings started to come back. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Yeah, because it was like, I haven't seen her in so long. You know what I mean? And then seeing her is like, ooh. You know what I mean? Let me, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. All right, let me roll.
Right. for y'all get to sit here and talk for like
Right,
4
let me
hours.
roll. So, I mean, that was that experience. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was before we got into, poly or whatever. I think we was actually thinking about it around that time or looking into it, but nothing serious. So
Have you
But yeah.
ever had to handle? I'm asking both of y'all exes, any one of y'all exes, where y'all had to actually handle them and be like, no.
no, I haven't.
I had to handle the one dude. I'm not gonna name drop either, but
He already name dropped, so
I'm not going to though. Yeah, but like I just felt like we had to end it. I just didn't feel connected, and it was over the chain.
a
Cause
chain.
Bruce gave me a chain, and then he also gave me a chain. It was almost the same
Not at the
identical
same
chain.
time.
No, it was different. It was different times, but it was the same exact
I
chain.
need popcorn.
But I was mad. I was so mad because I wanted to make sure I kept his chain. You can have your chain back, because he wanted his chain back because we were breaking up. I was like,
Dang. And took the shit. Okay, go.
yeah, I didn't care. I was like, I want his chain that he gave me back. And so he acted like he couldn't give me the chain back or whatever.
Question
And
is, why didn't he have my chain that I gave you anyway?
well,
Anyway, moving
because
on.
I
It's
still
cool.
wore it.
It's cool. Moving on.
I still wore it.
Why he got it?
Yeah, like we ended up talking on the phone. You so silly. Cause I had access to his like prepaid card. Cause back then when you was living long distance, you got prepaid cards. So,
Oh, you had a bougie nigga. Okay.
but he was in college.
Oh, you driving Johnson?
You silly. Anyway, so silly. But yeah, so I had still access to his card, so I called him on his card, and he was like, "I don't want you calling my phone." I said, "You ain't got to worry about it." I said, "I just want my damn chain back."
You
know?
still ain't get that damn chain, did you?
Nah, I ain't get the chain back, but it was cool. It was cool. I just felt like I said at the end of the day, I said it is what it is, and we not rocking. Like I just felt a disconnect with him.
I'm
And
sorry.
I just had
So
to.
what kind of chain was this that
This
y'all was
was
doing all of this?
sterling silver chain. It was like the
It's a
lobster
link.
link
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
a
chain.
Oh,
Yeah.
you stole that out the gumball machine.
No,
Oh,
I paid
no.
for that.
I know. I just wanted to mess.
Gumball, now.
Nah, it's just I know what it represented for me with him, so that's why I wanted it back.
Wait,
Wait, hold on. Shut up. What
We
it
asking the wrong
represent?
questions.
I just want to know. This is good tea. But so what it represented?
It represented us, the love that he had for me. That's what it represented.
Well, I mean, it's a chain. I still gonna love each other.
I know, but
You
it
know.
was sentimental too.
Oh,
Yeah,
shut
because
up.
he gave it to me.
You had some Asia. He gave you that.
He's so stupid.
A day after her birthday.
Yeah.
That was her birthday gift. to me.
Dang. You gotta share your birthday with some Asia. I don't gotta share my birthday with nobody. Ain't God good?
Whatever.
Yeah, you do. Kind of
Oh, I do too. And I didn't even push him out. And I still got to share a birthday with him. God damn. You right. Hard son. Yes.
Yeah, so make sure you guys hit up our show. Make sure you in post whatever medium that you listening to this on, whether it's iTunes, Google, Spotify, whatever. Make sure you guys leave a comment in the comment section and talk about some of you guys' experiences with your exes or experiences
your
with friends.
feedback.
We love your feedback. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, share this video as well.
You messing up.
I know,
Don't ever
like
talk
and
about
subscribe. Like and share this video as well.
Like and subscribe.
No, like and share. I want you to like and share this video,
But
and
you
then I
said
want you to
share and
subscribe.
square.
Yeah.
I mean, what did I just say?
You messed that up.
Make sure you drop your comments below. And we'll have that nice dialogue. You know what I mean? And on that note,
Wait, hold on. You forgot to do the sponsorship.
I was about to say on that note, make sure you guys hit up our GoFundMe. The link is below. I don't know if it's a clickable link. You might have to copy it, but
The clickable one is on Taylor.
make sure too that we update our GoFundMe with some of those videos that we posted on Taylor
You gotta
Family.
send eat that percent.
Well, on Taylor Family, I think you can download the videos. I think you
It's
save
kind of hard because I was trying to save one and it wouldn't let me do it.
them. Okay, well I'll send them to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, make sure you guys hit up that GoFundMe. Our goal is 100K. And this building is going towards building the community. It's going towards debt-free housing. It's going towards the gates of refuge that
Yes.
families, whoever can come, not whoever, but those who are vetted can come and share, live self-sustainable, live self-sufficient, and just learn how to live in a community setting. So the money is going towards building that. Our next phase is actually we're going, I think next month, we're going to be going to start building on the houses. Also, it'd be nice to actually get our well dug while we out there. So the cost for the well dug is $12,000. Plus, I have to get another guy to come in and actually run the pipe, to whatever. So that's good for that. Somebody laugh. Run the water pipes to that, okay?
Yeah.
So that's going to be dope because even with the well going in, we can see like the close proximities to where the well at and where we're going to build the center and the housing. Also, we found out while we was out there that the town can give us off-metered water, which is 16,000 gallons. You guys, 16,000 gallons for, I think it was $37.
$39 a month.
30,
something
yeah,
like that.
$37, $39 a month. And so with that, we're going to use irrigation, water in our animals, also for emergency
Yes, we
uses
getting
for
animals. Y'all
ourselves,
heard him.
for emergency use for ourselves as well. Then the well is going to be more of a water line for our drinking waters and also for our shower, for running the center and things like that. Also, we're going to be building our rain catchment systems as well, and then we're going to be recycling our gray waters.
Baby, you giving them too much. You
No,
gotta
I'm
pay
just
for
saying
that.
we're going to be recycling our
Pay.
gray waters. That's not paying
No,
for
just
time,
pay.
man. You said it. And so we're going to be recycling our gray waters too, and so that's going to be used for irrigation and things like that as well. So it's a lot of things going on, you guys. So make sure.
We just got the whatever them tote thingies, the water.
Oh yeah, we got.
Oh yeah, another thing we grabbed 2 IBC totes. They are 2,700 gallons apiece.
Did you do a video when y'all went to go pick them up and all of that?
No, it was raining and it was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. I was just trying to hurry up and
What
get
the
up.
totes say
It was
anyway?
dark too.
In the back.
Oh, I need to go see them.
Yeah, it was dark too. I got to clean them out. It is food grade. Only thing that it had in there was something like not olive oil. That's for another one I was going to pick up. But it's food grade. You just got to wash it out, whatever. But yeah, so we do have those, the IBC totes for those. And we're going to get some more because in the town that we're staying in order to get to 16,000 gallons, you have to have water
That you can hold it
containers that you
Yeah.
can go. And so we're just going to do that, and then we're going to not prime it, but we're going to siphon that water out of those IBC totes into our main water thing for the house. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to go back and forth. But I got to call them to figure out if we can actually, go
Right.
back and forth. And, I don't think it's going to be a problem, but I just want to make sure before we get out there and start doing things. But either way, the vision is moving. We're moving the direction. So make sure you guys hit that GoFundMe. If you don't have any type of dollars, anything to contribute, make sure you
Just
share it,
share.
and be
Word
greatly
of mouth,
appreciated.
too.
And we
Also,
appreciate everybody.
also our show is coming from the Prairie Boutique, Jasmine Paramore Collection, Wear UHA, and Seductive Charms. Do belly stuck charms, do belly beads, necklaces,
I don't think I
customized jewelry. She don't have her stuff. But I think, she have it, but it's probably just tucked under.
Yeah.
But anyway, make sure you guys hit up at
they
Seductive
gotta
Charms.
pay to see that. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing.
Silly. Make sure you guys hit up at Seductive Charms, and make sure you hit up at the Paris Boutique, at Wear UHA, and at Jasmine Paramore Collection. And
And make sure y'all stay tuned to see the Flyers birthday party today. Ooh, whoop, that is, whoop, that is.
yeah, so so
She
if
said
there ain't
sorry.
any more, then that's it. Remember, even though that we are different, we all are
Oh,
one.
one.
We all are poly. Thanks for
Yeah.
tuning in to the Polygenesis show.
Don't
Yeah.
wanna be
Peace, peace.